inflection points throughout the season, and this will be one of them for both of these squads in this top 5 showdown. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Red Raiders head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line. I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Simmons. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This offense came out of the tunnel red hot in the opening drive of the game. They get it all the way down close inside the opponent's goal line, and on second down now, you're going the wrong way. Not good enough up front protecting the quarterback. It's a huge loss. Now setting up third and long, and that's a play the defense just had to have.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. Might be calling a hot route. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Fuller. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Third and 6 yards to go. Got it, looking for a first. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, that's a nice job on third down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first third down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe that everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. First play of the period will be a second down. Might as well stick with him. He's there to make the stop.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Red Raider crowd rising rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. Now here's Sellers. Back open in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sellers. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Sellers through the noise. Complete in the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Clark. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third down play in the red zone, and at fever pitch. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Sellers from the gun on third down. Snagged out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hudson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Hammond. Quick strike complete.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. He might want another play. Out of the gun, here's Quentin Joyner. Finding some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Play fake, Sellers. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown,
that is an absolute backbreaker for this defense. On the final play of the first half, you allow a long touchdown, and the problem is it was a catch and run. It's one thing to just let the guy catch it. I get it when you're playing prevent, but you've got to get him down. They couldn't tackle him. He runs it into the end zone, and now they're trailing. That was a disaster.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. Let's kick things off with Jacksonville State in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Gamecocks, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about.
He wants to go deep. He's got it down the field. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Going to the run, it's Clark. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Hammond. Makes the grab on the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Going to try to get it himself. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line. It'll be first down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a little bit of a frustrating day for this offense. They want to get the run game going, and they want to get it to their stud at running back, but he just hasn't found a lot of area. And here's the thing. If you don't have successful runs, now it's 2nd and long. And this offense, they haven't been in a great spot because physically they haven't been able to run the football today.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Hammond. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Running inside, it's Williams. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Oh, they're after him! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
From the red zone, looking for a space.